What to do, YouTube? It's your boy Waze. And y'all, we finna get into some reaction videos, man. Shout out to my boy Gstreets. We're gonna try to get this message out to keep these kids away from these jails and these prisons, man. Put them guns down, fists up, guns down, man. Learn how to fight. That's our new motto. Now hit that like, share, and subscribe, man. Help me get this out. We're just trying to get 1K subscribers. And we're gonna get into it. Like I said, this is my boy Gstreets. Out of New Orleans. If y'all wanna go check him out. You feel me? Shit, his message, he got a great message.
Or prison.
Tripping.
But I'm gonna be talking about my prison jokes. You know, I had a couple different jokes, but I'm gonna talk about my very first time. And it starts off when I first arrived to this prison, you know, in the middle of nowhere. Timbuk, you know what I mean? And the way this particular prison set up is a dorm, you know, and you got racks, you know, all over the place in rows, you know, everywhere. And me not knowing how it is in prison, you know, it's set up like this. Depends on where you from in Louisiana, which side you fall. And in certain spots in Louisiana, you fall with NO, which is New Orleans.
So my boy G explaining how the prison set up in New Orleans or in Louisiana. Shit, if any of y'all ever been locked up in prison and shit, let me know. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like sharing your story, or you know, if you wanna let us know, shit. You know, people be liking to hear about that type of stuff. See what it is for some of us that ain't never been.
New Orleans. In other spots in Louisiana, you fall with BR. You know, that's just the way it works. It's either or, no in between. You know, you with NO or you with BR. So, like I said, we've been assigned our dorms and our racks, and we actually walking through the first big door, big old iron ass door. You know what I'm saying? You know, and at this time, I'm just full of just anticipation, nervousness, anxiousness. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm scared. You know, but I'm knowing I'm gonna do what I gotta do to make it out of this place, and I'm actually praying inside my head like, God, please be with me while I'm up in here. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that I ain't built like these other guys. I ain't gonna say I'm built for prison. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say nothing like that. I'm just in this place. I just did something stupid and I'm here. You know, which I made a lot of stupid decisions. But you know, that was part of me growing. So how it is it's a door right here that you walk in, and now you in the middle of that door and being in the middle of another door that lets you into the dorm, so you like in the middle space of that. So in that middle space we all lined up, you know, and all you hear is the chaos, all the noise, you know, all the people that's in this dorm. This big old bust wide open is what they call it, dorm. And when I say it's loud, man, it's unbelievably loud. It's chaos, you know. And so the guard opened up the door, the CO opened up the door, and all you hear is "hot mama." You know, that's these guys trying to scare and put fear in the new jacks. That's what they call new arrivals. They trying to put fear in the new jacks. So
in the next 30 seconds, I'll tell you exactly how to sell your house in less than a month and get.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Imagine you first time in prison, you coming through, you hear grown ass niggas screaming out "hot mama." Like, what the fuck? Like, come on, man. That shit, that crazy.
you hear big booty boys. You know what I'm saying? They just
Big booty boys. Man, come on,
taunting
man.
us, trying to make us scared, and me always been a kind of stout, like country Bill kind of dude, you know what I'm saying? Because I played a lot of sports. I've been athletic, excuse me with that. But anyway, moving on. Okay, so I'm looking at these other guys. They look like sticks and bones, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I done did time in kitty jail up to this point, you know what I mean? And throughout my life, I done been to several different prisons, but at this time,
Oh, G
it's
done
my
been all
first
out.
jose in a real prison. So, you know, and I just hear a dude scream out of nowhere, "That's Bay right there. That's Bay right there." You know, not saying or
See?
pointing at who.
Look, man, look, that's crazy, bro. I can't, man. We're not doing that, bro. No, sir.
They just whoever take the bait, that's who Bay is. That's how
Oh,
that go.
Lord, see?
You know. So what I'm gonna give y'all the scoop about is the confidence game. That's what this is all about, the confidence game. And I'm gonna explain to you more what the confidence game is. And by the time I finish, you're gonna understand what the confidence game is. Okay, so now we all headed to our sign racks. I'm walking and walking and walking, and my area code placed me down in the BR section. So I'm right here in the BR section. I see my rack, and I also see my locker at the foot of my bed. So I start immediately put the bag on my rack, which the other guy for some reason he wanted the top rack. Normally it's the other way around, but I was happy, so I got the bottom rack. That was good for me, you know what I mean? So what I did was I started putting my stuff in my locker. Me and him share a locker. His stuff on one side, my stuff on the other side of the locker. So after I do that, I just sit on my rack. I'm doing what you call playing the rack. I played the rack. So, I'm just peeping out everything. I'm observing everything around me, trying to really get a grasp of everything that's happening and going on up in here. If you're smart, that's the first thing you'll do when you enter. You pay attention to who's is who or what is what in here and try to figure out for yourself pretty much what's going on and stay your stupid out of everybody else's business. Mind yours. Mind your business is a full-time job. Believe that. So, I mean,
Always.
I played direct maybe like the fourth month of my sentence, because at this time I'm still thinking about home and everything going on the outside world. Excuse me. That's all I'm thinking about. Everything, in the outside world, and that right there will drive you crazy in itself. So you gotta try to pace yourself and put this kind of stuff out your mind, and focus on where you at and what's going on, or you can really seriously place or get hurt real bad in this place. Even worse, lose your manhood. You know, that's what I think the worst penalty of all is. Lose your manhood. Because a lot of guys be kind of, saying they don't be seeing guys here. Man, it happened more than you would actually know. And these guys know about it, but a lot of them ain't speaking about it. Which I'm going to tell you a story about a guy actually being, what I'm saying, brutally, and this is a true story. I put this on my daughter's life, what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I put this on all my kids' life, because this is something that's gonna stick with me for the rest of my life. I'll never forget it, as long as I live.
I wouldn't even dare in this story done stuck with me. My first time hearing this.
So getting back to my story. So, I really
We really need to get this message out there.
stopped thinking about home after my 6th month. I said, okay, I'm in here. Ain't no miracles gonna happen. If it was gonna happen, it'd been happening all this time. You know, uh, ain't nothing gonna let me out of here. I'm here. This life, this home right here. So I started planning and focusing my mind like this is where I'm at and this is where I'm gonna be. So now I'm moving around more and checking things out. I'm playing cards, because we don't really go outside all that much at all. It's a blue moon when they let you go outside, So everything is a lot of built up energy inside this dorm, which in this prison it has cells too, but it's called the block, and it's mostly 2-man cells or 3-man cells. Bunk, bunk, and on the other wall, bunk. Like that. But when you go to those bunks, it's mostly called lockdown. And it's not the shoe or nothing like that or the hole, nothing like that. It's just where you go when you're being disciplined. You know what I'm saying? They restrict your movements, you know. So, maybe after a fight or something, that's where you go, which keep that in mind because that's how this story plays out. Okay, so like I said, I'm moving around a little bit more. I'm socializing and, you know, one day, well, on a Wednesday, we got new arrivals, and in with the new arrivals, I see a guy that I knew that I actually spent a lot of time with in kitty jail, you know what I'm saying? And I knew from the streets a little bit after we got out of kitty jail, we hooked up. So I see him, he like, man, G, what's that? I'm like, man, what up there, my Notch? Yeah, what it do, baby? So, you know what I'm saying? Notch and my Kenneth, we dap up after he, get his placement. He maybe like towards closer to New Orleans side, and I'm closer to the beginning of BR side. So we'll have to walk a little bit of ways to meet each other, to really socialize with each other, So he gets situated, you know what I'm saying? I let him do his thing, and then once I see him moving about, I walk over and I meet him, and we start chopping it up or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We happy to see each other. But we both kind of skeptical because I'm in jail, you in jail. I don't know where you been before you came here. I don't, even though we knew each other, things just happen different in prison, or jail. Things happen different, so you just still got to be on your toes with things, you know what I'm saying? So we just doing a lot of catching up, you know what I'm saying? And whatever beef that he had on the street, it ended up following him into the prison. So his first night in here, where I'll say, I want to be accurate. So I'm gonna just say his second night, because I remember early on that day us doing some other stuff. So I'm gonna just say his second night in the prison, he get into a fight. So my dude Nachi they BR throw Nachi some shoes and they do some shoes, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't even knowing what the beef about, this street beef, but that done made it to the prison, you know what I mean? So they put the shoes on, you know what I'm saying? And BBC's Bob Barker Company shoes, them Velcro strap shoes, you know what I'm saying? And walk to the back, they got this slab of concrete. Y'all go in between that concrete, get it in, you know what I'm saying? They got a such thing called the remix too, but I'll put you in on it as we go, what the remix is. So him and Nachi get back there, Nachi swab with him, swab, and Mighty Joe Young, like built just like Mighty Joe Young, you know what I'm saying? Nachi just ape style and pop, 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 pop. Just really embarrass him up in there, you know what I'm saying? So all the commotion brings the guards in, you know what I'm saying? And it's normally the guards don't even come in like that, you know what I mean? But just this particular time, I guess they was, you know what I'm saying, coming to do a check at the time, and they end up catching them, you know what I mean, and ship both of them to the block. So I'm like, damn, man, you know what I'm saying? Just really hooked up with my dog, you know what I mean? Now he gone to the block, so hey, I'm back how I started, you know what I'm saying? I'm back by myself. But now I'm really, in tune. It's a difference now. You know what I'm saying? I'm knowing my way around things and how things working a little bit better. So, my dog Nachi gone, a little bit of time passed by, nothing major happened, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a month passed by, Nachi's still in the blocks, we got new arrivals coming, the new jacks. Here they go, in the same routine. Hi, mama, big boys. That bait right there, you know what I'm saying? Looking for who gonna bite that hook, you know what I mean? So, hey, but all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? It got this one character, man. When I say he full of life, he just full of life. He a character and a half, you know what I mean? Bro, look, this dude got curly hair, He a light skinned dude. He got some old pretty old hazel eyes. You know what I'm saying? I call that me. You know what I'm saying? That's the right to be in this kind of place. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, with these kind of guys, man, these untamed guys up in here, bro. They ain't,
Fucking
and
freaks.
most of them got a lot of time. Most of them long term. You know what I mean? Hey,
Them freaks, with them sex games, man.
it's real, you know. So, but why they doing all this hunting like they normally do to put fear in the New Jacks? You know what I mean? He gonna stop playing with me up in here. I guarantee you, I bet you that up in here they gonna respect my mind up in here. I bet you, man. I swear I'm gonna slide one of them. You know, back the little terminology we used to have back then. I'm a Petey roller. I swear, I'm a flash. You know, whatever, the little crazy
Rock
ass
out
sense
it.
we had to fight back in those days, especially if you did time in the prison system. But even if you didn't, trust me, you ain't missing nothing and you don't want to find out about that. But moving on, it's just this little guy full of energy. He going off, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, he cut up, you know what I'm saying? But he thin cut up, you know what I'm saying? He ripped, he looked like he got some athleticism about himself or whatever, look like you do something, but he putting everybody on games. Don't play with me. I don't play like that or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, he get in, he get to his rack, he settled, he don't even really fully get settled in. And he takes off. You know what I'm saying? He ain't play the rack and observe nothing. He falls straight into the swing of things. You know what I'm talking about? Just some crazy shit. He falls straight into the swing of things. He walking around, you know what I'm saying? And he from Thibodeau. You know what I'm saying? His name Ray.
That's why it's best to just do the right thing, man. Get your money, get out the way, and just try to do the right thing, man. I don't think that life that'd be worth it, man.
Real. I'll never forget this dude as long as I.
But to each his own. Man, it's your boy Waze. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know. Feedback is welcome. Let me know how y'all feel about it. And I'm out.
Some athleticism about himself or whatever, look like you do something, but he putting everybody on games. Don't play with me. I don't play like that or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, he get in, he get to his rack, he settled, he don't even really fully get settled in. And he takes off. You know what I'm saying? He ain't play the rack and observe nothing. He falls straight into the swing of things. You know what I'm talking about? Just some crazy shit. He falls straight into the swing of things. He walking around, you know what I'm saying? And he from Thibodeau. You know what I'm saying? His name Rev. I'll never forget this dude as long as I live. His name Rev.
Why are doctors using this weird lamp to eliminate mold from their clinics?
And in 15 minutes, you know what's happening? This amazingly high-tech device.
So, and I'm just watching the two brothers. I'm bringing these two dudes into the story. They the Bambino brothers. They look like twins. I mean, and now these dudes, big, short, and stout. They look just like twins. Now, being in this prison here, everybody that come in, you immediately get your head shaved bald. I don't know why, for some reason, but everybody had to have a bald head. And the Bambino brothers look like one of them, the oldest brother, Big Bambino. I call him Big Bambino and Lil Bambino. Look like he got tractor marks going through his head. Big Bambino, and he just a messy dude. Both of the brothers really messy. They some messy dudes, you know what I'm saying? And they just looking and grinning like, yeah, Lil one got some heart, boy. Yeah, I bet you ain't gonna play with Lil one up in here, trying to put that battery in his back already, juicing him up. You know what I'm saying? I bet you ain't gonna play with Lil one up in here. Lil one look like he gonna go on that buck up in here. That's another little saying we had. He look like he gonna go off in that buck up in here, boy. Lil one ready to lose his mind. Don't play with that boy up in here. You know what I'm saying? So, they butting him up. Soon as he get up in there, they go take to him. You know what I'm saying? They butting him up. I'm like a biscuit, buttering him up like a biscuit. I just had to say that again, but getting back to it, you know what I mean? But so he gets all cool in with him. Now he from Thibodeau, so he like dead smack in the middle, you know what I'm saying? But he falls with NO side, New Orleans. He don't fall with Baton Rouge, you know what I'm saying? So, after a while, he always makes his way over there to the Bambino brothers every morning. You know what I'm saying? Every morning he wake up, he makes his way over to the Bambino brothers, and they always playing that old talk, and that I don't condone. You know what I'm saying? I don't play with it. I don't like to be addressed with it. Just stay away from me with it. You know what I'm saying? That old, you know what I'm saying? That oh, boy, you dragging the wagon back there, boy. You know what I'm saying? Come here. All that, that funny talk. You know what I'm saying? But that's that shit they did. You know what I'm saying? They joking with each other and playing. And plus the Bambino brothers, you know what I'm saying? They call themselves like the casino. They always like to have some gambling going on. So, and Rev, he liked to gamble too, So one day, Rev was gambling with the Bambino brothers and this other guy named Courtney, which he was from Covington, and he actually fell in with NO2, He fell in with NO side too. So he'll go down there and gamble with him too. So Rev and Courtney gambling, and they arguing because, while Rev shooting, he started shooting, he ain't hitting his point or nothing, and all you hear is Courtney saying, Nemanese, and he started shooting. And he looking at Courtney, Rev looking at Courtney like, nigga talking about shooting. So finally, Rev hit his point. And Courtney holler out, man, you ain't hear me, man. I said, Nemanese, man, give me these, man. That's what that mean. Give me these. He said, man, bro, hey, bro, that's that bullshit, man. I ain't with all that right there, bro. If you want the dice, man, you gonna have to stick your hand out there, or you gonna have to give me these. And and that's it on that, bro. I'm gonna shoot it again. I'm gonna shoot for my point again. But that's it right there. Man, shoot the dice, man. Stop all that talking. That what Courtney told me. Man, shoot the dice. Stop all that talking. So Rev started back shooting the dice. Boom. Rev hit him again. He said, man, I just told you, give me these. So before you knew it, they done kicked the dice. They done kicked these homemade dice, you know what I'm saying? Prison-made dice or whatever. He didn't kick it, so he done lost one. And it's a big old commotion. Everybody really arguing, but everybody stopped arguing when they see how heated Rev and Courtney is. You know what I'm saying? So they swearing up. So they like, don't do it right here. Don't do it right here. So both of them from the end, they fall with NO. So both of them get some shoes from NO side and head back to the slab. You know what I'm saying? So they get back there, and Rev completely pop, punish Courtney. You know what I'm saying? And Bambino and them, that boy really do got them hands. That boy really, I told y'all that boy was a savage. I told y'all that. That boy really do got, that boy a beast. I told y'all. So now, Rev like, boy, I told y'all I could throw them things. You know what I'm saying? He juiced up. So a couple weeks go by, you know what I'm saying? They still hyped up from the fight, not like they was, but they still got the little buzz going on. Real boy, your boy got them hands, boy, don't put them hands on nobody today. Bambino playing with him, you know what I'm saying? So Rev the kind of dude, his people from the outside sending money keep him straight, you know what I'm saying? He in jail and he fresh to death, you know what I'm saying? Now, after a couple weeks done passed by, they seeing what that boy really was on the outside. He really was something truly special on the outside to his people, so the Bambinos, he share with them or whatever, but them type of dudes right there, they real treacherous, you know what I'm saying? They don't want you to share with them. They want everything of what you got. So, time steady passing by, he hanging with them, you know what I'm saying? Still looking out for him or whatever, every day with the same old routine. Bam, 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 bam. You know what I'm saying? That boy don't put them hands on nobody today, boy. My dog right here, hugging all around his neck and whatever. Nah, he done got that good feeling inside of him, like he the man out here or whatever. And he got that little bounce about himself now. So they just all playing and boop, 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 boop. But I'm seeing the envy and everything built up inside of Big Bambino. You know, he just envy him. He went from, before he seen what the boy was, he went from now you like him to now you envy him. You really got a lot of envy in your heart now. So, you know, I'm seeing the little taps they doing, and, you know, now you want to slap box with him a little bit more every day. You know, just really just testing him out, you know what I'm saying? So, this one particular day, you know, Rev don't look like he in too good of a mood, you know, and Bambino, they meet up, you know, halfway in the middle of the dorm, and he like, what's your Rev? He like, man, chill out today. Rev like, chill out today, bro. Man, I ain't really for it today. Like, man, what's wrong with you, man? Come on, your dog. Steady tapping on him, man, you know, kind of tapping him hard, too. He like, man, I said, chill out. So he pushed Big Bambino. Big Bambino like, man, bro, what's the matter with you, bro? I thought we dogs. Still, you know, boy, you know, pushing him out like, all right, boy, solid right there. But man, we dogs. What the deal is? Why you tripping like that? He's like, man, I told you, man. Rail say, stop playing with me, man. I just ain't for it today, bro. So he like, man, what you mean, bro? You ain't gotta come at me all sideways like that, man. What you mean? He like, man, what you mean, Rail? What you mean, man? I told you I ain't about playing. Cause, you know, Rail head swole. He done just really lost himself in the hype, you know what I'm saying? He think he the baddest man in here. Cause they done juiced him up so much. So he like, man, so now it's kind of intensifying between these two dudes, you know, Big Bambino and Rev. You know, he like, man, what so what this is? You know, so normally when you get into something and you about to fight, you know, you get your shoes and you go to the slab. It ain't go down like that this day. So he like, man, I just told you, man, I don't feel like being bothered today. He like, man, well, fuck you, bitch. Well, fuck you, bitch. And what you want to do? What you want to do? So he like, man, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Big Bambino tap, go ahead, man, bro. You my little dog. He's like, man, I just told you. And before Rail, because Rail done got hot. And before he could swing, Big Bambino said, boom, chairs down. And all you see is Rail.
I want to buy your house. I can pay you cash for your house, no matter what condition it's in.
I mean, all the wind was out of this boy. This boy just looking like, what the fuck just happened? I mean, Big Bambino hit him and took his heart because he wasn't expecting that. Because they ain't never showed you their strength, but they built all the confidence up in you to make you think you something, but they knew that's all they had to do. And that's the confidence game. So he didn't hit you and he was like, man, yeah, bitch, I want everything. He like, man, what you mean you ain't getting that? Bow! Hit him in the jaw. Boom! I mean, chipped his teeth, blood falling all his mouth, all on his. Man, he like, oh, hey, bro, come on, man. We just said we dogs. Now they know they got him. Now we dogs now? Bow! Slap him. They open-handing him. You ain't got to punch. You ain't got to bust him up and leave no marks on him now. You ain't got to leave too many more marks on him now. Yeah. They know they got him. Yeah, man, run everything. Take it over. Made him take it over to their bunk. And then after they did that, he punched him one more time. Bow! So, man, when I say this dude started crying, Rev crying, Bambino and his brother laughing, Big Bambino and Lil Bambino laughing at him. So, the guard come in for the check. Everybody lined up. So, the guard asking Rev what happened. See, like I said, Rev was cut, but Rev wasn't built for this. He ain't never did no jokes before. He got to run, man, yeah, they took all my stuff, and everybody, no, man. He looking around like, you know, he just realized he fucked up. He wasn't supposed to do that. So no. So the guard go get him, Big Bambino, Lil Bambino, and take some to the block. So for about a week, that's all I see. They all in the block. My dog, Nachi, he's still in the block. Big Bambino, Lil Bambino, and Rev, they in the block. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's crazy. It's just crazy to just think, like, what just happened and took place. That was supposed to be their dog, but they envy, they put that confidence game on them, and just to the time they wanted to utilize it. So, like I said, time passing by. So all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Me, I'm coming from Child. We in the Child line this particular day. I'm coming from Child. And all I feel is somebody try to clip me from behind, like hit my shoes, clip me, make my legs click together and clip me. So I stumble a little bit and I turn around, you know what I'm saying? And I knew this other dude's name was Duke. And he looked at me, he was like, you know what I'm saying, pointing, doing his eyes, like showing me who did it. So me being the high head that I am, and I know how, if you let somebody play with you, everybody gonna play with you. If you don't do something, you gotta rectify the situation right then and there. So after he showed me who it was, coming in a Child line, coming back from Child, I immediately pow, 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 bust on him. I'm talking about, I ain't give him a chance to do nothing. I'm in slippers and all, just off in him. God take both of us and put us on the block. Now I'm on the block. Now, the block. When you go to Child, you can see the block. You can't really see people in the block, but you can see the block and you know it's there. But now I'm going to the block and I see how everything's set up, who housed with who and what's located where. So they put me in my cell in the block. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in the block with some dudes that I don't know. One dude Mexican and another dude, he another black dude, but I don't even know who he is. But you know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping on them. They ain't really tripping on me. They just cool dudes. And plus, they been in here for a minute. They been in here way longer than us. They actually getting ready to come off 6 months in the block. You know what I'm saying? So how the block is, and this is how most prisons are built. They have vents in them. You know what I'm saying? And you can knock on the walls. It's concrete, but you can knock on the walls and they'll hear it and you could go to it and talk. And plus you could just hear stuff in this whole block. You can hear everything. So I'm noticing they house Rev with the guy my homeboy Nachi had a fight with. If y'all remember earlier, I don't really know his name, so I'm just gonna call him D. You know what I'm saying? It was just they came from the streets with the beef. So I'm just gonna call him D. They house Rev with D, and they house Big Bambino with whoever, and they put Lil Bambino somewhere else, the instigator. They put him somewhere else. So, okay, who D and Big Bambino, they boys, they tight. You know what I'm saying? Now Rev is an enemy, but the guards not knowing and paying attention who they didn't house Rev with. Y'all didn't house him with Big Bambino, them boy. So I guess it was kind of crazy and awkward being in the cell. So that first night, you know what I'm saying, you ain't hear too much out of them. You hear everybody else, everything going around, you know what I'm saying? We got the dude we call Radio. He be beating on the wall singing, you know what I'm saying? And that be our jokes passing the time by with him singing and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So, night go by doing that, everybody giving out requests, man, sing this, or whatever. And he much obliged. You know what I'm saying? He's singing the tunes or whatever. That makes your jokes go by. Then, late at night, everybody telling jokes or whatever. Okay.
This is the reason why your phone is charging slowly.
There's a 90% chance your phone is already infected with this. There's a new groundbreaking discovery that's reversing planned obsolescence. And smartphone companies are trying their...
So I give it the third night. The third night, you hear Rev and D in the cell. Big Bambino and them homeboy in the cell with Rev. You hear them playing cards or something, or some sort, some kind of game. I can't really say what it is. It's some kind of game, but I know they gambling. So I hear an argument break out between him and Rev. He's like, man, nah, man, you to move that P, man. You know that wasn't right. You move that, you shift that. You can hear it and you can kind of make out what it is, but you can't hear exactly what it is. But I'm knowing somebody just cheated. So it's going on, and then now Bambino, he damn near then mind manipulated his homeboy D. It's just this thing in prison that goes on. You could be talking about something, but throwing slangs in the conversation at the same time, so your homeboy can get the gist of what you want him to do with old boy. You know what I'm saying? And why Rev ain't never did no time before, he ain't catching and peeping what they doing. So this whole argument, this whole cheating thing was a ruse to get you into a confrontation with him. So, you hear that going on, and then after a while, it cools down and start gradually calming down, but they still saying little stuff. You say, yeah, man, nigga, you know what it is, but it's calming down. It's smoothing out. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody in there like, all right, man, yeah, radio, man, doing nothing for us, man, do something for us. So, they, you know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty much sure that's what Drake get that, can you do something for me? Because in jail, that's what we be hollering, do something for us, man. You know what I'm saying? In jail, I don't even know if they two related, but I'm just assuming, because that was our terminology, how we ask radio to do something for us, or somebody tell a joke, do something for me, man. Do something to help me pass this time by. Okay. So, radio get the singing a song, everybody into it. Niggas start singing along because they get to singing that R. Kelly. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. This back in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? They get the hitting that. So all of a sudden we hear a lot of, a lot of slapping, you know what I'm saying? So everybody just start, and we hear a lot of boom, boom against the brick wall. All you hear is like almost like pressure, you know what I'm saying? So then you're like, hold on, radio, hold on. Everybody like, oh, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? You hear, they both in there fighting or whatever. So all you hear, oh, no. So for a while, all you hear is a bunch of struggling. Now, in my mind, I know what we do in prison. We had this thing called Z you out. That's when you put somebody in a chokehold and you hold them until they pass out. So somebody in there is basically getting ready to go to sleep. So you hear the struggling, you hear like the feet sliding across the floor trying to get up out of it or whatever, and you hear the almost like that, like, oh, let me go. Let me go. So Bambino holler, who that is? What one that is? And D holler out, that big, I got him, yeah. And you punch him in the head, you can hear it, because, it's just sound effects. You can hear him, huh? He like, and you hear him start making noises like he moaning, Real making noises like he moaning. So all this going on, Bambino's like, yeah, man, you gonna have to make him learn from me. I want you to flex him all the way to the max. So he like, D like, I got you, big homie. I got you, big homie. He either call him big homie or he like, I got you, pops. That's their son. You know what I'm saying? It's Big Bambino, Little Bambino's son, Diaz. Like I said, we gonna just call him D. So he attempting to flex Rev all the way to the max. But you hear Rev struggling, he ain't getting up. You know what I'm saying? You get, yeah. Go to sleep, you going. I got you. You hear it. So all of a sudden, you hear something go. And in my head, I'm like, man, bro, he done put my little dog to sleep, man. Now he about to punish him. And normally when somebody put you to sleep and y'all in the cell one-on-one, they gonna bust you. They gonna beat you while you sleep. They don't care. They gonna beat you while you sleep. So I'm like, man, bro, man, don't roll that man out like that. He like, man, he gotta get it. Big homie said he gotta get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, man, bro. Live when you on your own, bro, man. You gotta stand up. You in there by yourself. Can't nobody get to you. So as you hear it, all you hear is almost like somebody ripping somebody's clothes off. You know what I'm saying? Taking somebody's clothes off. But you don't hear no talking, no nothing. All you hear is you could hear every now and then a grunt or something. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I can't make out what's really going on. In my head, I can't make it out, you know? But I hear this go on for about 2-3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden I hear, oh, oh. And I'm like, man, what's going on over there, man? Don't kill that man over there, man. Don't kill that man. Then this old coward yell out, Big Bambino, oh, he ain't killing him. He giving him something else. And then out of nowhere, I guess Red wake up and, all you hear is just a bunch of random sounding ass hollering. I say, man, I know he ain't in there. Man, he ain't hitting that man, huh? He in he hard up in the oh yeah, you mine now. Now this screaming and shit gotta be going on for about 3-4 minutes tops until I just can't take it no more, you know what I'm saying? And when it comes down to somebody really violating somebody like that, like, I mean, everybody in there feel the same way if you ain't no more type shit, you know what I'm saying? Everybody just kick, boom, 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 start kicking the door to their cell, you know what I'm saying? It got 3 of us with, I mean, it got 1 door and 3 feet on 1 door in my cell, you know what I'm saying? Me and all 3 of my cellmates kicking the door, guards, boom, boom. Then everybody just really follow suit, you know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 and yelling, guards. And you know, I mean, it's like, and he's steady in there on top of that man. And it's like the more we kick, he laughing. Like he just losing his mind. And you just hear Poe Rev in there just crying. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to paint it vividly as I can remember it. I mean, bruh, it's the point of no return. So finally, I swear, man, time might have just stood still. But it seemed like after 15 minutes, the guards finally come rushing up in there. You know what I'm saying? And when they come rushing up in there, half of the guys, they start screaming immediately towards the front. So instead of them telling the guard what's going on, this dude still hammering away in rail, and the guards opening each cell by cell, trying to figure out, and the ones at the first ones, they were N.O., so they stopped talking. You know what I'm saying? And then finally, everybody started hollering, man, it's down here, come down here, come down. So the guard, we all hollering at once, and the guard can't really hear, you know what I'm saying, where to go to, you know, and so I'm like, man, everybody calm down, man. Everybody just stop talking. It takes about 2 minutes for me to get them to just shut, you know what I'm saying? Then finally, I'm like, man, come right here, man. I don't give a fuck about snitching, whatever it is, man. It's a different thing. That's a whole different thing. And for that don't feel what I'm saying, that's a difference. You really just taking a man's life, because a man don't want to live after that. Ain't no life after that. You know what I'm saying? A life, unless you cool with being turned out. You know? So finally, the guard comes and pop open my cell. And me and my roommates, you know what I'm saying, my cellmates, you know what I'm saying, my cellmates started just screaming at the guard, you know what I'm saying? The guard rushed in and boom, 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 thinking something going on, because we all hyped up in the cell. You know, they attack all of us up in there and drag us out in the hall. And while they doing that, my roommates, you know what I'm saying, they ain't saying nothing else. They just balling up. But I'm steady hollering, man, the next cell, man up in there. He violating that man. He go to the next cell. They're like, what cell? Cross on side. I say, on side, man. On side, go ahead, man. So after, he still takes his time and, you know, put the little pull cuffs on me, the pull ties on me, the little pull cuffs. So after he finished pull cuffing me, you know what I'm saying, and drag me out farther in the hallway, then finally he takes his time unraveling his key and open the cell. And as he opened the cell, dude is cuckoo, man. They got doo-doo and blood everywhere in the cell. You hear what I'm saying? So the guard can't believe what he's seeing, actually. Now, this about to trip you out even more. So when the guard opened the cell, it must have gave him such a shock that he immediately slammed the door back and just got on his shoulder radio. Hey, I need help over here. I need help over here. On the East Wing, I need help. So, and I mean, common sense would tell you to open back up the gate. Man, you got the mace, you got your baton, you got a lot of things that you can neutralize the situation. But the boy started going, all you hear is that like going harder, like he trying to get his due, like what's due to him. You know what I'm saying? And man, I'm bugging. I'm like, man, bro, you gotta get up in there. He like, man, stop hollering at me. The guard, this is the guard tell, stop hollering at me. Like he don't know what to do, man. They ain't properly trained him for the situation. And even though Verhausen, he was new, you know what I'm saying? He should have still knew what to go do. You know what I'm saying? But maybe like 3 minutes later, all you hear is a bunch of keys and different things jingling, coming running down the hall in a boot, boom, coming down the hall, you know what I mean? So they tell him, open up. They got the big old gas can, the spray gas. It's a big old can. You know what I'm saying? They got that. They got a couple of shields, you know what I'm saying? And finally they open it up and they rush up in there and the boy they started trying to pull him out real hollering. And they pulling him off of him and we're like, one last holler, man, and I ain't never heard nothing like this a day in my life. All I heard was
5 words you pronounce wrong 2 years before your brain starts shutting down.
Man, that could have brought tears to my eyes, man. I'm to this day, I would never get this out my head. And I'm painting this picture because that's the way I see it in my head. It was so, all I could do is hear it at the time and hear everything that was being said to each other and repeated from guard to guard. And they got dude, they done sprayed dude, plus they done sprayed the whole cell with the gas, you know what I mean? You know, and in this can, everybody know that ain't like that regular mace, man. It's like some triple cayenne pepper type shit, man. You know what I'm saying? All you hit, then pour real. He coughing, but he don't even sound like Rev no more. That confident, cocky little dude no more. You know what I'm saying? That I grown to like. You know what I'm saying? I passed that part of the story up, but you know, me and him had chopped it up one day, and I had really grown to like him, even though we was from two different sides, you know, but I still grown to like him, you know, but I no longer even recognize that in him no more, you know, and finally they get D out the cell and they cuff poor tie D and pull tie his legs, lay him out in the hall, and the other guys, like three other guards, told him on out of there, you know what I'm saying? And they like, you motherfucking, you know, saying whatever they saying, you know, but my focus is strictly on, man, get in there and help Rev, man, get in there and help him, you know? And they going up in there, you hear him talking to him, and Rev just boo-hooing. He just boo-hooing, you know what I'm saying? So they like, where you hurting at? And I'm like, where he hurting at? Man, just help the dude, man. Take him to the infirmary, man. Just help the dude, man. So finally, they get Rev secured. They have I ain't gonna say the medic, but the people that come from the infirmary and the nurses and the on staff doctor. They comes to the cell. You know, they radio told them it was secure. You know how it go if you ever been in there. This is a real serious situation because you got doo-doo and blood everywhere. I'm hearing the guard keep repeating that. It's doo-doo and blood. It mixes everywhere. It's like, and I'm laughing because it was a stung. This is a reaction to something like, man, my first jokes, I ain't used to this. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I'm playing it back the way I seen it like the first day. And I have told only a couple people this story. You know what I'm saying? And as they getting rev, they didn't put a diaper on him. You know what I'm saying? They didn't put him in a diaper, you know what I'm saying? Then put him in a paper suit, you know, then walking him out, and all you hear, as he walk, he just moaning and walking, moaning and walking. You know what I'm saying? And he come out the cell, and as he come out the cell, I'm laying on the hall, and I look up at him. He quickly glanced at me and dropped his eyes and dropped his head. And when I looked at him, I didn't even recognize in his eyes what I used to see in his eyes. That was all gone. Man, I was like, bro, you gonna be all right, bro. You gonna be all right, bro. Shake back, you know what I'm saying? But in my head, like, you'll never be the same. You know what I'm saying? And that's the first time I really watched something in total disgust, anger, so many mixed feelings, you know what I'm saying? That one man could do that to another man, you know what I'm saying? Man.
It's crazy, man. We got some animals.
I ain't lying. I gotta take a breath on that one, man. Y'all excuse me, cause it's real, man. And anybody that ever actually experienced something like this, they understand. Like, you know, that ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Some people, you know, it ain't better eye. They ain't better eye. You know what I'm saying? And they desensitized to it in all this time. You know? But me just seeing it for the first time, it totally blew my mind. And I'm just wondering, like, at this point, I'm like, man, I ain't gonna never be the same. Things in this place ain't gonna never be the same. The way I operate ain't gonna be the same. Now, and I'm knowing in my head, if I ever get into a fight, man, God help me. Somebody better get there and help the guy that I'm fighting, because I'm gonna try to them, because I'd be damned if I let him get me in that position to do to me what D did to Real. I'm just keeping it real.
After this video, your life is never